In this video, I want to talk about the difference between being hot and being a creep. How does a woman perceive you to be hot, and how does a woman perceive you to be a creep? I'm making this video because I spoke to a guy and he asked me this question. He said, look, I'm attractive. He said through his photo, he was attractive. He's a handsome guy. He's in great shape. And he said he keeps on getting blown out by women. And I asked him about his approach. And he said, look, he always has these doubts about women. He's been burnt a few times. He's been rejected a lot of times. Welcome to the club. Everybody's been rejected at some point in time. And it doesn't matter if you get rejected. It's just part of the game. Now, the difference between being perceived as hot and being perceived as a creep, this applies to men who are attractive and who aren't necessarily physically attractive, comes down to two things. It's timing and being decisive. Those are the two things you need to be aware of. If you see a woman in a supermarket and she's at the checkout counter and you hang around her periphery, she will notice you out the corner of her eye, and women are aware of all of the threats around them. Even if she's not looking directly at you, she will notice you. Now, if she walks out of the supermarket and she goes to a shop and she catches you hanging around the shop, you're following her and now you're a creep. She might have thought, hey, this guy's really cute. I hope he comes and talks to me. And I've had women tell me this, that they saw men, they thought the guy was attractive, they thought he was hot, but he wasn't decisive, he was indecisive, he was lingering around her periphery, he was following her, and then she thought, oh, this guy's a creep, he's giving me a creepy feeling. And then all of a sudden, the guy goes from being 100% yes, if this guy comes up to me and talks to me, I'm going to give him my number. He goes from being a yes to a hard no. It doesn't matter. If he approaches her later on, she's just going to be thinking, oh no, this is weird, it's awkward. So that is really the subtle difference between being perceived as hot and being a creep. Now, yeah, there are some other things you need to be aware of. If you're attractive, right, you look good, you dress well, you're going to be perceived as much more attractive, and women are going to give you a lot more leeway as opposed to a man who is out of shape, doesn't take care of himself, is indecisive, is sloppy. That's why you've always got to take care of yourself, take care of your appearance, improve your life, invest in yourself, because anything that builds your confidence and builds your value is going to make sure that women give you a lot more rope to hang yourself. You can make a lot more mistakes when you have higher value. If you have lower value, you can't make as many mistakes. I talk about this in my book, Atomic Attraction. If you want to know about building real attraction with women, I highly recommend you get a copy of my book. You can pick up your copy today by clicking on the link below. And if you want help with a particular situation, don't forget I do phone and email consultations. You can book a consultation with me on my website, develofattraction.com. And if you've experienced a situation like this yourself, don't forget to leave a comment. I always love to hear from you guys. Talk soon.